Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Today in this video we will discuss the basic of chapter 5, that is arithmetic progression. In this video we will discuss the basic of exercise 5.1 and 5.2 only. Now what is the arithmetic progression? An arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a constant number to its preceding term except the first term. Or you can say, in other words, we can say that a progression will be an arithmetic progression if the difference of each succeeding term to its preceding term is constant except the first term, and this constant difference is known as common difference and it is denoted by D. Now let us take some examples. In the first example, we have progression of natural numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. In this progression you can see each succeeding term is obtained by adding a constant number to its preceding term. Here 2 is the first succeeding term, that is obtained by adding 1 to its preceding term, that is 1. Again, next number 3 is obtained by adding 1 to its preceding term, that is 2, and 4 is obtained by adding a constant number 1 to its preceding term, that is 3, and 5 is obtained by adding 1 to its preceding term, that is 4, and so on. Here you can see 1 is a constant number, that is known as common difference. In the next progression you can see we have a progression of even natural number, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. In this progression each succeeding term is obtained by adding a constant number 2 to its preceding term. Here 4 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 2, 6 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 4, and 8 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 6, and 10 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 8 and so on. In the next progression we have a progression of odd natural numbers, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. In this progression each succeeding term is obtained by adding a constant number to its preceding term, that is 2. Here 3 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 1. 5 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 3. 7 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 5. And 9 is obtained by adding 2 to its preceding term, that is 7 and so on. In the next progression we have a progression of numbers 100, 90, 80, 70 and so on. Here each succeeding term is obtained by adding a constant negative number to its preceding term, that is the 90 is obtained by adding minus 10 to its preceding term, that is 100. 80 is obtained by adding minus 10 to its preceding term, that is 90, and 70 is obtained by adding minus 10 to its preceding term, that is 80 and so on. In the next term we can see next progression we can see 5, 5, 5, 5 and so on. This is a constant progression with the common difference 0. Each term is obtained by adding a constant number 0 to its preceding term. 5 plus 0 you can see 5. And in the next term 5 is obtained by adding 0 to its preceding term, that is 5, and 5 is obtained by adding 0 to its preceding term, that is 5 and so on. You can see from these examples. In the first example we have the common difference as 1. In the second we have a common difference as 2, and in third we have common difference as 2, and the fourth we have common difference as minus 10, and the fifth we have common difference as 0. Thus we can say the common difference of an AP can be positive, negative or 0. Let us denote the first term of AP by A1 and second term by A2 and nth term by AN and the common difference by D. Then the AP becomes A1, A2, A3 and up to AN. Now as the difference of each succeeding term to its preceding term is constant and is denoted by D, so we can rewrite these terms as A2 minus A1 equals to A3 minus A2 and A4 minus A3 equals to AN minus 1 equals to D. Now from the first relation we can take A2 minus A1 equals to D. Now A2 will be equals to A1 plus D. Here A1 is transposed to the right hand side and becomes A1 plus D. Now we can write A1 equals to A. Now A2 becomes A plus D, and this is our first relation. Or we can say our second term is A plus D, and this is produced or obtained by adding the constant difference, that is D, to the first term, that is A. So A2 becomes A plus D. Now similarly we can take second relation A3 minus A2 equals to D. A3 minus A2 equals to D. Now A3 becomes A2 plus D, and A3 equals to A2 we can replace from the relation 1, that is A plus D. A plus D plus D. Now A3 equals to A plus 2D. This is our third term. Now similarly A4 can be obtained and will be equals to a plus 3d. A5 will be equals to a plus 4d, and similarly we can say an will be equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, where an is the nth term of given AP and a is the first term and n is the number of terms and d is the common difference of the AP. Thus an is the nth term, is also called as the last term or general term of the given AP. Now, types of AP on the basis of terms. Finite AP. If the number of terms of the given AP is countable, that is, we have given the n term in the AP. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8 or up to 100, 5, 10, 15, 20 and up to 5000. Now we have n terms in the first AP as 100, in the second AP we have n term as 5000. We can calculate the number of terms in both APs. So these progression would be called as finite AP. In the next, we can say infinite AP. If the number of terms of the given AP is uncountable, that is, we don't have the nth term or the last term in the AP. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. In this progression, we don't have the last term, so we can't count the number of terms in this progression, so that this is an infinite AP. In the next example, we can see 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. In this progression also we don't have the last term, so this is also an infinite progression. Now we proceed. If we have three numbers A, B and C, those are in AP, then the second term minus first term would be equals to third term minus second term. Means we have already read about that the difference of each succeeding term to its preceding term would be same. That is, B minus A would be equals to C minus B. Now 2B would be equals to A plus C, and B will be equals to A plus C by 2, where B is called as the arithmetic mean of the two numbers A and C. Now let us take an example. 2, 4, 6 are in AP, then we have A as 2, B as 4 and C as 6. Now the arithmetic mean will be A plus C by 2, that is 2 plus 6 by 2. 2 plus 6 becomes 8 and divided by 2. 8 by 2 becomes 4. Now arithmetic mean of the three numbers 2, 4 and 6 would be 4. Now we have some assumptions for the terms of an AP. Let us, in this column you can see I have made three columns: number of terms to be assumed, terms and common difference. In the first, you can see if we are to assume three terms of an AP, then the terms would be A minus D, A and A plus D, so that their common difference remains same, that is D. If we are to assume number of terms as 4, then take terms as A minus 3, D, A minus D, A plus D or A plus 3D, and the common difference would be 2D. If we are to assume 5 number of terms, then we are to take terms as A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D or A plus 2D. The common difference would be D.